Hello everybody, it's me, the Canadien, Mickey Mouse! Ha ha ha! Gee whiz! I have some stuff to show off, some Motu stuff. Now normally, I don't really show off Motu stuff because I have other stuff, a lot of it. But I do have some Motu stuff, from vintage to origins to broken stuff. I do like broken Motu. I even broke one recently, I did. Ha ha ha! I broke one in half, I did. Wait, it's me! It's me, the Canadien, Mickey Mouse! Ha ha ha! Let's take a look. You know what this is? Mechanic. Vintage Mechanic. I wonder how he came apart. Ha ha ha! This is crotch piece. Look at it. This is how he does that up and down movement thing. Let's see if I can... See, it goes onto like this. So when you twist him, his head goes up. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's on this weird slide thing. So, I wonder how he came apart. I wonder indeed. And it's cut pretty well. It was cut in half quite nicely. This is the inside of it. Yes, sirree, the inside. Oh, boy. You have to actually cut these pins. Let's see how because of that action for Mechanic. But there's usually 5. Not 4, but 5. Oh, boy. The inside of the other piece. Someone really took their time cutting this in half. I wonder who it was. It couldn't have been me. Yep. J.W. Destructor Boy. Or the Canadien Mickey Mouse, the Destructor of Motu. Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of that. The Canadien Mickey Mouse, Destructor of Motu. Ha ha ha! Gee whiz! But, I did destroy this, the Mechanic. Vintage Mechanic. Pure vintage. It was in really good shape. No, it wasn't. I lied. I would never really destroy an action figure unless there's something really problematic with it. But for my 3D scanning purposes, I do need Motu broken like this. I really do. So I found one not in great shape, and I'll have to get rid of those. The rubber band is broke off inside of there. I'll have to get rid of that. It's all in the sake of 3D scanning, because the 3D scanner I'm buying during Easter. It'll cost more, but there's an issue on GoFund. No, not GoFundMe. Kickstarter. On Kickstarter, you actually have to use a Visa or MasterCard, which I don't have either, for payment. So I can't actually buy one that's on sale now. So I have to spend extra $400. Make some custom Motu stuff. Or at least parts. I really need the chest pieces. That's really what I really need is the chest pieces. No. I can't find that now. Where'd it go? Oh, I found it. If you don't know what these are Mickey Mouse sunglasses they are. Legit. They are legit, see? Hello everyone, including Wade. It's me, boring Jay Whitman. Just Jay. These are sunglasses. They are from Pop Culture. Pop Culture Australia, eh? With all those dingas and, ooh, creakies. Anyways, I really want the chest pieces and some other bits and pieces. I want to modernize them in a way. So then, if you had a replacement head for your Motu, you'll get replaced. But if you had a vintage one, the head goes in there, in these two pieces, like that. Let's see. I'll stick this head back in. So if your head was broken off or was just mangled, how do you replace it? You'd have to deep boil like I did. Like really, really boil Motu. That's right, I boiled a Motu. This one, Mechanic. Vintage Mechanic. I boiled it, and I used a cutting blade, and I cut it slowly. Then I deep boiled it again, and I made sure it was hot and boiled. And then I cut it, and I boiled it again, cut it. Then half an hour later, pop. The hardest part was popping and cutting through these. That's the hardest part. And I popped them, but how cool would it be to actually get this bit more, instead of hollow like this, get it all solid to a certain extent. Instead of having these 5 ugly-ass pins, make some sort of pins in there that don't go all the way through, just enough to, I don't think it'll clip back. But how cool would it be to actually have like some sort of modern pins that held it together, but just enough to hold it together. That way you can, remove a head. So with my 3D printed ones, you get just a vintage styled torso, chest piece, front and back. So that means you can use your vintage crotch pieces, your vintage arms, and especially your head, your vintage Motu head. Like a Mechanic. You could use a vintage one. How cool that would be. All you would have to do is get 3D printed chest, really, you know, and just swap over the parts. How cool would that be? So where's my little bag? Ah, found it. Ha ha! I found my little bag. Golly! Oh boy! There it is. And my 3D scanner that I'm going to be buying, finally after so long, you know, I've messaged them, posted stuff on their page, you know, for the last 2 weeks asking how thin can they 3D scan. Now, this latest version of their 3D scanner says it's made for small objects, you know? So it was small. How small is small? And they gave me the exact measurements for it, but how thin can it scan? You know, and I've been asking, my stuff is perfectly at their smallest scanning resolution bullshit. But how thin can it scan? That was my whole issue. Does it list how thin an object can be? No, it just says the overall size. Like, that doesn't help, you know? And then it took them so long to do some demonstrations for the 3D scanners. Awesome shit. Are they small objects? No. Are they complicated objects? Sure. Now 3D scanning a person with it, a dog, and a vase is kind of complicated with all that detail. But how thin? Because he said, you know, small objects. So after 2 odd weeks of asking and pleading with them, they finally did it. They uploaded a really nice video to YouTube, but they PM'd me and said, Jay Whitman, that's me. Well, hello everyone, I'm Jay Whitman. I'm Boring Jay. So they sent me a text message with their, the video. You know what? I'm going to go back to Mickey. Hello everybody, it's me, the Canadien, Mickey Mouse. Ha ha ha, golly. Anyhow, so they PM'd me a message saying, we've 3D scanned a flower. They 3D scanned a flower in the little flower leaves or buds, whatever you want to call them. They 3D scanned it and they sent it to me saying, will this match your needs? And I'm like, I can 3D scan this motherfucker? How cool? So they 3D scanned a flower that's about half the size of this overall size. Like, it's half the size. So it's about yay big, maybe smaller. Because they 3D scanned it and then they 3D printed it for a ring, like a jewelry ring, a gold ring. And I'm like, shit, how thin are those leaves? Like, well, this shell on both sides, it's like 2 millimeters, I think. 2.1. I used a ruler. On average, it's about 2 to 2.1 millimeters thick, you know? But the leaf of the flower is only about, what? Not even a millimeter? I couldn't tell you how thin the skin was of that flower. But overall quality of that thing, they captured probably 85% accuracy on that little flower and leaf. 85% accuracy. So something for this size, you know? Oh shit, I can't. See, as I said, these are sunglasses. So I'm wearing sunglasses indoors. But I also need a real pair of sunglasses to see. So when I do my live video streams, I can't see shit. But I don't care. I love doing lives. It's who I am. Ha ha ha! Gee whiz! Jeepers! Anyway. So hopefully, by Easter, I'll buy that 3D scanner. I can't wait. I might have to use, what's that shit called? Dry shampoo. Which is, you know, shampoo, but somehow powdery. Because it may not 3D scan stuff that are high gloss. And especially it has some issues with black, you know, plastics and darker colors on it. So I might have to do that. But it will scan something this thin. It will scan that, I will say that. And they've even done another small and thin object as well recently. It was, what was it? It was a Viking doll head of sorts. It was a little head, about yay big that they 3D scanned. But she had these weird long Viking head wings, you know, on the sides of her head. But it scanned the wings. It scanned the wings, especially they're not real feathers or anything like that. You know, they just sculpted on there. But they had the whole wing design. And it scanned those to about, I'd say about, once again, 85 to 90% accuracy. But the texturing, you know, all those colors and all this stuff, the texture map that has all the colors and all the paint on it, it came up really well, really well. I myself am not going to really bother too much on a texture map on it because, you know, I'll have to repaint it anyway, digitally, because, you know, I want to do my own thing with this. I must admit, I did pay for a 3D scan of Hordak. I think it would be a vintage-based scan, but I'm not too sure. But on the overall quality control, it was really good. It was really good, and I emailed the guy who I bought a 3D scan of this with the Hordak figure, and I said, you know, how accurate is it to a vintage one? And can I use all the parts and, you You know, I thought my brain was just exploding. Exploding it was. And how cool it was. The guy said, I'm sorry, if you were to 3D print it, it won't match a vintage one. I just did it for fun. Sad. And then I thought, maybe if I contact this guy, you know, send a nice little email and saying, I will pay you to 3D scan this professionally and make sure it would fit to a real Motu, you know, and I'd pay him. And he goes, I'm sorry, but I have no interest in 3D scanning it, and I really have no interest in vintage HeMan. It's just something for fun. And I'm like, why? Why? I'm offering you monies. Take my monies. 3D scan it so I could rip this off and do my own designs and then 3D print it. And then, you know, I'll be happy, you know, to do Motu Disney. That's right. I'm a Disney collector. 85% of my action figures in collection is Disney. Even though I do have a lot non-Disney. I do have a lot, like, Motu stuff. I have a good box of broken Motu stuff, so I can break them down for 3D scanning purposes. But I also like my Origins figures. I've got only 4 of them. But I love Origins. I really do. It's the only way that I could afford HeMan stuff, you know. I also have stuff like this. Mummy's Alive from Canada. That's where I'm from. I'm from Canada. Like, ha ha ha! I've got Ghostbusters. I've got weird shit like this. You know, weird shit. From Transylvania. I've got a whole bunch of that. I've got Disney. I've got Ghostbusters. I've got, you know, this guy here, Too Bad. And all that. Had I known this was really... I don't like this. Even for 3D scanning purposes, I won't be able to use it. It's like something melted. See on the chest plate? Something melted on top of it. I don't know what it is. But it would get in the way of 3D scanning. It won't look that good. And there's something on both faces. It looks like something melted on it. But whatever, you know. If I can't find one in this right condition, I could use this for 3D scanning. But I may not be a real hardcore Motu fan. I'm not. I do like the show. The show must go on. Good shit with that cartoon show from the 80s. Good stuff. I really enjoy it. You know, it's goofy, it's funny, and it's really weird in certain scenes. And I like that, especially all that weird shit. I love weird stuff. But, I'm not a real close fan with Motu, but I do appreciate it. But my love of toys, it's probably the Disney shit. That's why I want to combine the awesomeness of Motu. Now, this stuff is really cool when it comes to the action figures. I dig this stuff. I really do. Collecting it, you know, I don't work enough hours to afford high-end toys like HeMan stuff. That's why I love Origins. They're affordable. For me, they're about $30 a figure on Amazon Prime, you know, with postage, you know. So, you know, I can get more Origin stuff. But vintage, not really. Like my Mechanic, that Mechanic that I deep boiled and then cut in half I did. I only spent like $10 on it, you know. That's not too bad. Especially what project I'm going to be using it for. I wished it wasn't in such a prime condition before I broke them, you know. If it were something a bit more broken, more busted, I would have been happier with it. But, you know, I really want Mechanic as one of my Disney Motus. I have posted a Big Bird version of it using Photoshop, but I think I'll abandon that for Pinocchio. Because when he lies, his nose grows. But instead of his nose, his neck. Wink, wink. What else do I have here? It's a new broken condition. Ooh. It's Leech. Leech! This is Leech! But I don't think I can 3D scan this sucker. Let's see. No, I could maybe 3D scan it. Maybe. It's his seams. I have to be very careful with the seams. Because by the looks of it, the seams go all the way up to his armpit there. So when I deboil it, I'll have to be careful. But, you know, I really do like my Photoshop customs. I do like photoshopping toys to perfection, to my perfection. And if any of you want something Photoshop like that, you know, before you start doing your customs or whatever, just PM me. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Just something fun that I do using Photoshop. One of these guys, I got this for free. A buddy of mine who owns a shop selling Motu gave it to me. He's missing the, some sort of radar dish. And he did say his legs were broken, and he gave me one leg. I didn't know where the other leg was. But, you know, for 3D scanning purposes, you know, to do my own variant, you know, that's not too bad. Put together. You know, it looks like this. Like an asteroid. I think it would sit somewhere like this flat. Pretty cool. I kind of like it. It almost looks better as a rock. It's a rock. Nope, that's Disney figure. Too bad. Did that. An arm. Oh. Damn. Some fucking dog ate that. Got a Motu arm. Thank Moss Man. But his fingers are just about gone. David Jones, more Disney. Ah, here's a Moss Man. Ha ha ha! Moss Man! Golly! I'd like another Moss Man. It'd be a real shame for me to deep boil this and tear him apart. But I do want his head. For 3D scanning purposes, too. But it'd be a shame to destroy him. I don't think I will. You know, whatever. I'll give it to one of my buddies that does Motu. Maybe he has parts for me instead. Whatever. Some legs. All this stuff would be great for my customs and for 3D scanning. I can't wait until I do my Motu 3D scanning stuff and turn to Disney Motu. The Canadian Mickey Mouse presents Disney Motu. How fun will that be? Oh boy, that'd be a lot of fun for me. What else can I show you? Damn. That's the thing with having display cases full of toys. Trying to show off one, and you look at it and it's like, it's too hard to get just that one out. I'll just like knock everything over. I have that issue. Ghostbusters, Turtles, HeMan, and what else do I have that's hard to display? Mummies Alive. You pick one up, everything else drops.
Made you look.
Weird. Anyhow, I thought I'd do a quick video, and Wade, buddy, I hope you see this. It's really interesting with a Canadian Mickey Mouse. Ha ha ha! Eh? I'll see you real soon, Wade. Eh?